This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
What up, y'all? Another beautiful day here at the ZFG HQ, and I also am not a cat. I'm not. I will say that I spent all night last night trying to figure out how to turn myself into a cat for the purposes of this live stream, and I have yet been unsuccessful. Also want to give a shout out to Sledgehammer Graphics for the new hoodie. I was talking to AC a while back about how I was looking for a hoodie that just said I love you, and all of the prints are super for women, which, fellas, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to AC for that, for trying to resolve that problem. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. So let me jump on Facebook, and I'm going to go on to this live stream, and I am going to add a link to join. So if anybody wants to join out here in Facebook land, there is a comment with the StreamYard link. There we go. So if you want to be a guest on the Great Joy Hunt today, you want to just pop up on me, it is exactly the day to do that on a Wednesday. And there it is. Boom. There's the StreamYard link. So, we just getting started for the day. You know how we like to start our day off over here at the Great Joy Hunt. What's your number?
This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
So this is where we take stock of ourselves, how we feeling today, our emotions, our spirits, our hearts, and we figure out where we are at on the scale. So are we on the scale of 1 to 10? Are we on a scale of colors? Are we on a scale of just feelings? You want to just name your feeling, how you feeling, however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, because I generally work on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I'm at a good 9.5. Like I'm real close to on my way to 10. I got my second glass of Joy Juice. I got all my ingredients delivered. Fresh hoodie. Not too much work to do today. A lot of creative projects. Gonna get some things turned in, so I'm really excited about that. What's your number? Where you at? Taking stock of how we doing today. You know what I'm saying? The reason that we do this, as per always, is if you don't know where you are, then you don't know where you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we tune in and let each other know, or just let ourselves know. Keep it real. You don't got to tell me. You know what I mean? It's none of my business what your number is, but it's your business what your number is. So make sure that you check in with yourself at some point today. And I like to do this in the morning and then at night. That way I can kind of see how my progress went throughout the day. So, yeah, that's it. We do about 60 seconds for what's your number. You know what I'm saying? You can also chime in here in the comments at any time today. We're gonna get into the thick of it with the Great Joy Hunt today, y'all. So trying to go deep with y'all. You ready for the Great Joy Hunt?
This how God works. Take my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
Hey. So gotta get all the juice out the mustache. So I've been working on this book, and books got to start at the beginning. And then someone asked me the other day when the Great Joy Hunt started and what was the reason for it. And you can imagine that the Great Joy Hunt doesn't start because you're surrounded by joy and it's so easy to find everywhere. You know what I mean? So this is a story that I have not told publicly about the beginning of the Great Joy Hunt and the lesson that came with it. That's why today's episode is titled, Take Stock of What You Have and Then Figure Out What You Need. I think that's the title, something along those lines, right? So I had gone through a terrible breakup. It was one of those breakups we were very public. Some of y'all know who she is. We are great friends now. I only date amazing women. Be careful if you ever hear someone talking about their crazy ex. That means they date crazy people. So this woman was incredible. We were really good together. But I made some decisions that were not good for us. I cheated. And so it took about a year and a half to end that relationship because it was really public and a lot of y'all were involved in it and just a lot of trauma in there. That's what happens when you propose on giant stages with half the city there. So when she left, which she was right to do, she took a bunch of stuff. She took a bunch of furniture, which was hers, rightfully so. So I came home to an empty house and I panicked. My heart hurt. It just exploded. And I panicked. And I got on Facebook and was like, I need furniture. Donate me whatever you have. And so many of you answered the call. So many people reached out. I got a couch. I got a bed. I got love seats. I got footrests. I got everything. Everybody had everything for me. Facebook always holds me down. My community always holds me down. So I got so much offered to me when I put it out there that it became overwhelming. And I was like, damn, I don't want to say no to all these people. I don't even know if I want some of this stuff. No offense, but some of y'all be getting rid of your your ugly old couches. And I didn't know if that was the aesthetic I wanted. So I have this just breakdown. I'm thinking about how many people are offering me things. And I'm like, man, I need to just calm down, right? The last, year of our relationship, I'd been living out in the little back art space. I wouldn't say living because I lived in the house, but I was steady out there every night. That was my little man cave. It had everything. So I dip out of the house. I go into the back space to go smoke a joint and just kind of gather myself and just calm down a little bit. And I started looking around this back garage space where I'd made my little cave. I got my music stuff in there. I got all of my art stuff in there, all kinds of art projects strewn about. And I realized that I have pretty much everything I need in this back artist space, right? I've been standing in this empty house and the house felt so empty, but that's because I had put everything that was mine into this back artist space. So I had couches, You know, I had art stuff. I had art to put on the walls. I had decorate. I had everything. I had everything that I needed, really. And I took a deep breath and I said out loud to myself, I need to take stock of what I have and figure out what I need. All right. And then I laughed the heartiest belly laugh that I've ever laughed in my life, because it dawned on me that I was not talking about furniture and physical things. Like, I literally needed to take stock of what I had and then figure out what I need from there. Right. I think a lot of times we just panic at things that we don't have, right? Instead of like taking stock and looking at some of our tools and some of the things that we do have. So for me, that was the beginning of the Great Joy Hunt, was really taking stock of what I had and being like, whoa, you're way better off than you thought you were. You had a panic moment. So yeah, man, it's a whole process. It's a whole process of, you know, taking stock of what you have and figure out what you need. Yeah. It's a great affirmation. And I think a lot of times that we get into this panic mode. We get into this space where, you know, we really just need to take a few deep breaths. And that's where I was. So I needed to take stock of what I had and then figure out what I needed. There were a couple things that I needed, but I didn't need 60 people's couches. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just a reminder that today, you know what I'm saying? Take stock of what you have and figure out what you need. Because a lot of times we got the tools, you know, we've got the resources, we've got the love, the relationships, all of these things, and we go looking outside because we have a panic moment. So that's the Great Joy Hunt today. That's where the Great Joy Hunt starts. It does not start out of an abundance of joy. It starts from a very, very dark, very painful place. You know, it just gets better. It just gets better from there. If you find yourself in the dark, then you about to learn how to make the light come out of yourself. You know what I mean? That's a cheap plug for the Ultraviolet album, available from iTunes and Google Play and anywhere else that you listen to music. So yeah, that's it. And that's going to be probably the first chapter of the Great Joy Hunt, y'all. I think we're going to start kind of putting this in order. I sat down last night and started putting it in order. It's rough to get 31 days in order of what's most important or how this process best builds on each other. But I'm figuring it out, y'all. I'm figuring it out, and I'm figuring it out with your help. So I really, really appreciate you just for sticking in on this little experiment in vibrational maintenance. So with that being said, y'all, it is time for the asparagus and potatoes of this show. Where's your joy at?
This how God works. Take my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it out. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it out.
What are you grateful for this morning? What are you grateful for? Where's your joy at? Let's see how this sounds. I'm not wired up because I was having some technical difficulties this morning through GarageBand, through my mixer and all of the. It's not StreamYard this time though. StreamYard's all to the good. Where's your joy at? If you tune in on the live stream, tell me where your joy is at. My joy coming from a lot of different areas today. Number one, juice. We got to talk about juice. Someone watched the live stream yesterday, heard that I did not have juice or the makings of juice, and actually DoorDashed me some juice yesterday. So I'm very thankful for that. Also, very thankful that I drank that juice. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good. Shout out to Nectar. But Nectar don't got nothing on my juice. I'm telling you, my juice is legendary. I've perfected perfected the morning juice recipe. The Joy Juice recipe is solid. I don't think it could get any more solid. You know what I'm saying? So my joy comes in the fact that I make better juice than some of these juice places out here. My joy comes from the homies dropping the fresh gear, you know what I'm saying, to represent my I love you and you can't do shit about it. I need to make a special edition that says and you can't do shit about it underneath here. Sledgehammer Graphics, SH Graphics on Instagram. Where is your joy at today? Oh, what? You want to tell the people? You want to tell the people where your joy is at today? Oh, here's the other source of joy. Always. And she do got them wet paws. She do got them wet paws on my brand new fucking hoodie. That's how she's doing right now. Let's see. Where else is the joy? The joy is in the music. The joy is in the youth. The joy is in the youth. I've been really watching the way the youth are moving, and just the things that make sense to them, the things that they don't let make sense to them. I like I like watching everybody with is it Dogecoin? Doggy coin? I don't know how you pronounce it, Elon. But I love to see the young people giving these rich old people a run for their money. It makes me really happy. Man, there's so much joy to be found in the world, especially where I'm at right now. Because I'm about to be at a 10. This sip right here. I'll do some more working on planning out some really fun things with the Sacramento Poetry Salon. Doing some cool new things. So where is your joy at? If you are just tuning in on the live stream, tell me where your joy is at. What are you thankful for this morning? We are trying to cultivate joy by cultivating gratitude. So what are you thankful for this morning? You need to look a little more joyful if you're going to be on camera. You look sad. You look sad and tired. Where's your joy at, y'all? Where is your joy coming from this morning? Like I said, I got to sit down and really spend some time trying to line these chapters out for how this book is going to go last night. So that is definitely a big part of my joy. This show and the idea, we have a saying in ZFG. And it's funny because I'm like going between 1 and 2 viewers right now. So we got a little low viewer count right now. But in ZFG, we have a saying that says 5 or 500. You give the same show, whether it's 5 people or whether it's 500, because you never know who's watching or what they need. You know what I'm saying? So Katie already got an affirmation for today. You know what I'm saying? And no telling who's going to get it throughout the rest of the day. Working on some really big guests. Just folks that like really influence me. I keep hoping that someone's just gonna pop up on me in the chat, because I put a link there for y'all to join. If you've ever wanted to be a guest on the Great Joy Hunt, you want to give me your joy hacks. What are your joy hacks? Just jump on in. It's a Wednesday. I think it's a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's a Wednesday. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? We in here with the joy juice. Best recipe in town. I'm telling you, I will put my juice up against anybody in this city. Come for me. Except for Anand Parmar. Anand Parmar probably makes better juice than me. Where's your joy at? If you tuned in on the live stream, tell me where your joy is coming from. What are you grateful for today? We are cultivating joy by cultivating gratitude, as we do every morning. And I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it even if nobody's watching. You know what I mean? That part doesn't matter to me. It's because this keeps my joy practices going. This is the reason I was sitting here last night watching videos and studying and taking notes and thinking about what I was grateful for, and it keeps my gratitude practices really up. I hope y'all can hear everything all right. due to this music playing because I can't get it directly hooked up to the mixer. So hopefully this works. We're gonna watch it back and see how this works. Yeah, if you are on the live stream right now, if you on the live stream, tell me where your joy is at. What are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? And I'm really thankful for I'm really thankful for the people who watch this program, even if you don't comment, even if you are a voyeur and not an exhibitionist about your joy. I have had people jump in and tell me that they tune in, that they love what I'm doing, and like I get it. Sometimes some of y'all just want to watch a show. It's like the cable news. You know what I mean? You don't want to actually chime in. That's fine. I appreciate it. I love when people do chime in. One of my favorite people to chime in, Mr. Hollingsworth. How you feeling today? Where's your joy coming from? Where's your joy at? What you thankful for today? The theme of today is take stock of what you have and figure out what you need, right? That's where the Great Joy Hunt starts. So, take some time today to take stock of everything you have, right? Because you'd be like, oh, I need... It's where you're there you go, Star General, the beautiful weather, man. California, can't beat it. Grateful for my beautiful daughters and music. Yo, can't beat it. Them babies in the music never fail for the Joy Hunt. Never fail. Even when they're fur babies who are just laying all over you, being ridiculous while you're trying to live stream. If you are on the live stream right now, jump in, tell us where your joy is coming from. We got a few folks. And you know what I like about that? You know what I like about today? Look at this. I was just getting ready to say something this morning about how it is always, I never have any problem getting women to jump in on the Great Joy Hunt, right? The same way with the I Love You hoodie, the reason that there wasn't one for dudes specifically is because we got masculinity, like fragile masculinity, right? I won't say toxic. I don't like people being I don't think people are toxic. We do some toxic shit. But we got fragile masculinity, right? But look at this. My guys ringing in today, coming through with the joy. Because my guys need that joy too. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe women are a little more thankful than us. Maybe they practice that gratitude a little bit more. And probably because of that same like fragile masculinity where it's like soft. In my growing up, it was soft to say I love you. You didn't say that to the homies. Oh my gosh. And the same thing with joy, same thing with gratitude, right? Oh my God. Same thing with gratitude. Like it could be seen to be soft, to be like chasing joy. But I'm telling you right now, it's going to make your life better. But you're worried about what the next man thinks. You know what I'm saying? So if you are on the live stream, what we are doing is collecting our joy. We are hunting joy, and we do that through gratitude. So what are you thankful for? Joy is underrated in our society so much. Like, here's my thing, right? What does this society tell us is important, right? Money. You want to have a lot of money. You want to be financially stable. You want to have money. Why do you want money? So you could buy things. What things do you want to buy? Things that bring you joy, right? You want to get married. You want a significant other, right? Why do you want a significant other? Because that brings you partnership. It brings you love. It brings you stability. And those things bring you joy. Everything that we want, the end result is joy. That's all we're trying to get out of it anyways. So we have an opportunity to just be joyful, right? Like you could just be joy. You could just be love, right? So, this practice of getting into joy, if I've already got joy, if I'm already joyful, then it don't matter who comes up and is like, yo, I want to give you $1 million to go be miserable all day in a factory or do whatever job they want me to do for $1 million, right? But that $1 million ain't going to bring me joy, and I already got joy. So I don't need that, right? So joy is incredibly underrated in our society, and it's kind of the key to everything, right? Like if you can cultivate a joyful spirit, then watch what manifests around you, right? It's the same way that I was talking about manifestation, in that, yo, if you want to manifest money, right? You want to manifest riches, then you got to really focus on where your life is rich, right? So if you're someone like Samuel and you're like, yo, I'm trying to get my millie right now, I'm trying to manifest my $1 million, then you better focus on them daughters and that music, right? Because that's where you're rich. You better focus on your community. You better focus on the love that you have from the people and for the people, because that's where you're rich. And if you focus on where you are rich, more riches will come. We live in a universe governed by the law of attraction. So the more joy that you are finding in your life, the more joy that you are hunting, because you can take the joy that just comes, right? But some of it you got to hunt for, right? It's not called the great joy stumble upon. It's called the great joy hunt. You know what I mean? Yo, excellent point, John. Excellent point. Joy can be contagious just like misery. You know what I mean? I've walked into many a building and been I was on my joy hunt. And so I address people joyfully, and then you watch that energy shift. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can be that contagious joy. And you do that by not letting anybody else's energy fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like you stay solid in your joy. You know what I mean? We talk a lot about how that is facts. So, you know, we talk a lot about the different ways to hunt joy, and where joy comes from on this show. But, you know, I think this right here is one of the biggest points about joy. It is contagious, right? You know, I've seen, even since I've started, you know, doing this really publicly, and even for the last couple of years of just doing the Great Joy Hunt, I see people posting hashtag the Great Joy Hunt. Oh, I'm hunting my joy today. You know, I've seen that pick up a little bit. And what's dope is that every person that posts it, they got the same opportunity to have people pick it up from there. You know what I'm saying? This isn't, I don't own the Great Joy Hunt, y'all. There's humanity owns the Great Joy Hunt. We all need to be on this joy hunt. You know what I mean? This isn't an Andrew Defy thing. You know, I'm just trying to help you out. You know what I mean? So, man, I really appreciate the conversation. I appreciate my dudes weighing in today and being hella present, like right at the time that I was going to be like, fellas, we got to step it up. Not that I mind having like an all-female fan base, but like, my guys, where are we on this joy? Because it's crucial, you know what I'm saying? Especially for those with kids. You know what I mean? Can't just be mom hunting for joy. You know what I mean? You get mom and pops hunting for joy, then you're going to have a little me. You know what I mean? Like, my parents were definitely joy hunters. You know, my pops taught me everything I know about joy. He's the one who taught me that joy is an inside job, you know? So, yeah, man. Last call for joy. Where's your joy at this morning? What are you thankful for? We like to cultivate this in the morning because the universe also runs on momentum. You know what I'm saying? And we've all seen it work the other way, where you woke up to a shitty phone call, or you got out of bed and you stubbed your toe, and then you tripped over the dog and the dog had pissed on the rug, and whatever it is. But you watch yourself just tumble in this downhill momentum, right? And momentum works the other way too. So when you first open your eyes, like, I like to start with the gratefulness before I even open my eyes, yo. Like, as soon as I come to any kind of consciousness, it's like, yo, thanks for letting me come to consciousness. Thanks for letting me wake up. You know what I mean? And when you're someone like me, who their entire life has been a question of, am I going to wake up tomorrow or not? man, we stay grateful over here. We stay grateful for every morning, every time that we see the sun come up. You know what I mean? So, starting off the day with that gratefulness and that just attitude of thankfulness and finding things to be grateful for. Watch as that will pull in other things to be thankful for. You know what I mean? So I just appreciate everybody jumping in today. My guys especially. Man, I also, the compliment challenge, if you missed it yesterday and you want to try it out, compliment 5 random people. Could be people close to you, could be random strangers you only know on Facebook. I did this yesterday and it lit some people up. I think it actually really worked to heal a couple relationships where I hadn't talked to people in a minute. But I got to tell them yo, you mean hella to me. I'm just not super good at staying in contact. I'm not good at checking in on a regular basis, but I need you to know that I love you and I'm proud of you and I see you. And it did a lot for me. Just getting to love on some of my young life. I went mostly dudes because I do feel like we got a lot of healing to do. Shout out to Russell Cummings and Real Men Talk and all the work he's trying to do. I didn't make it last night because I had another business meeting and I'm kind of bummed about that. But man, it's just been it's been a beautiful experience to get to do this work and do this work with all the homies. All the homies, especially my dudes. You know what I mean? We got a lot of society tells us a lot of things about how to be. So I always appreciate when we get to break that down a little bit and step out of what they would have us be. You know what I mean? That fragile ass masculinity. My masculinity ain't fragile, bro. You could drop it off a fucking building, that shit'll bounce. You know what I mean? And I think more of us should work towards that. So yeah, I think that's it. And that's all, y'all. I don't see any more joy popping up in the comments. So I'm gonna assume that my job is done here for the day. And I don't think I even did AKAs this morning. You know what I mean? So I'm Andrew Defy, aka the Gorilla Poet Laureate, aka the Hoodie God, aka Spitting Quarantino, aka I am not a cat, aka all my sunglasses indoors, even at night, because my eyes are as sensitive as my heart is, y'all. And I'm Andrew Defy, and I love you, and you can't do shit about it. I'll see you tomorrow for more of the Great Joy Hunt.
This how God works. Take my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it out. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it out.